Okay, in this video I want to talk about when a person is a highly sensitive person, and a question always, comes up for some. Does that mean the same thing as being too sensitive? Now, personally, my experience in life is if anybody says somebody is too sensitive, it's because the person who says it isn't being sensitive enough. Does that make sense? They're being insensitive. And they're saying the other person is just too sensitive. That's my experience in life. Now, I don't think I have ever run across anybody who's, too sensitive. Really. That it would stand out. Okay. And a highly sensitive person, apparently there's a book written about this. I don't know the woman's name, but at least one. And it's more of a category now, not a label, a negative label. Because when somebody says that, it's negative. Usually. I've never known not to. Anyway, I've already said that. But, this is bumpy over here. But highly sensitive, yeah. And I don't see any difference, except for the connotation meant by the way the person's saying it. Oh, too much noise here. Okay, I'm going to give a situation and see if this happens to you too. If you consider yourself a highly sensitive person, whether you also consider yourself as an empath or not. Anyway, so does this really happen to you a lot? Now, I say I live in Narcissismville. People are very narcissistic here. But, ooh, one of those old relics. Look in front of me. It's gone, but anyway, squirrel moment. You go to a grocery store, and there will always be something that happens there. Whether you're the person that it happens to, or it just happens around you, it seems like there's always something. And and other people, except for maybe that person that's happening to, other people seem to be kind of like numb to it. Like, say for example, this thing. How about this? You go into a store and there is a long line, way down the aisle. One cashier, and they have other cashiers in there. You know it because you know the store. And they're not even calling for anybody. And there's a long line, and it's taking a long while. Now, are you sensitive to it to where you would say something, to the cashier, like call for somebody else, Something, you're not being mean, but you say it. Or do you pick up that other people just seem numb to it? They really don't seem like they notice it. Okay? Or they just seem like they don't care. They're, like I said, numb, or feel like there's nothing they can do about it. That's how it is. Something, but you feel it, and you feel it every time you go. And you see it, not every time you go and it happens, and you see it a lot. So that's one example. Okay, now the flip side of that, something similar. I went somewhere recently, I don't even remember where it was or anything, but there was a young man, I guess I'm old enough to call them young men when they're like in their 20s. he was there, and I looked up. I don't remember if we were waiting in line or what, and like I said, I don't even remember where it was, but I could sense that this man was a good person. Now, that doesn't happen too often, does it? I just did a little video on that, is that you sense more of the bad, don't you, than the good. But that happened, and then a few days later, I ran across another person who was a good person, and this person I knew, and this is a good person. And that's what my other video was about. I don't know if I'm going to post it or not, but when the bad people kind of just override all the feelings you can have going on because they're so bad, you don't really feel enough about how the good person is being, and the good situation, and the goodness around going on, because they're being bad. You know what I mean? Rather, the other person is being bad, or the other people could be even being. But yeah, and that's another thing really, is that about being able to pick up, when somebody's good. What's bad about that part is that it doesn't happen that often around here, that I feel that somebody is a good person. Like I said, when I was a child, it was good or bad. I still have that survival instinct, of feeling something right away when I meet the person, good or bad. Later on in life, yeah, they were either good or bad. Of course, I wouldn't know some stranger if they were good or bad, but in a way, can't you tell? Is everybody like me that you can tell by like the lines on a person's face, you're not sitting there thinking about the lines on their face. It's just that it hits you because it's such a part of you, and been such a part of you for a long time that it just happens automatically. And then later on, if you think about it, you say, well, yeah, there are lines on the face. But yeah, something about their face, something about the way they, if it's a woman, the way she does her eyebrows even. I've had that feeling before just based on somebody's eyebrows. And it turned out to be true. It surely did. What about you? Okay, but really, it's kind of like a feeling like, especially women who can, men could do it, but they don't, but do their hair, their makeup, their eyebrows. They do it in some way that just seems sinister. Am I wrong about that? I don't think I am wrong. But what about you? Do you have things, or the way they dress, what they wear? And that's up to you. I'm not going to say what I think because I already got slapped by some trolls. One of them I did about the way women dress that are histrionic more than anything else. Like a hoochie mama. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? Okay. So just leave a comment below. What do you think? If it happens to you, in what way other than that, or like that way, those ways. Anyway, enough of this for now. I'm rambling.